Oh, preparation has been tremendous, man. This training camp has been hell, man. The Joel has not been easy on me. It's been just cutthroat. You do what I say. I mean, we've been working extremely hard, and this is the hardest I've ever worked in my life.
Would you say that your training camp this time around is different from the last one?
Completely different, night and day. Because we've been in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, so we know what to expect. The first time around, what I didn't like, how I felt in there, we made adjustments in this training camp to be prepared for that.
Now, Tim, you say things are different. Is it more cardio, more strength work, or more stuff like that? Or
Man, I always do my cardio, my strength works, and everything like that. But it's just like Pacquiao is just extremely intense in the ring at all times, and you have to be completely focused on him every minute of every round. So, because he's so intense. So what we did was we had about 3 or 4 sparring partners, and I would go one round apiece with each of them and just rotate until I get my rounds in. So every time I got a fresh guy in there to keep me focused and keep me going, and having me work extremely hard because these guys are coming after me, man, and they trying to take me out because I'm tired. After about 3 or 4 rounds with fresh guys, and they bring another guy in, he's fresh, he hasn't fought a round. It's like, dude, you gotta be on your P's and Q's all the time. We went as far as, man, 3 different guys I sparred 10-minute rounds. 10-minute rounds, man. Where I would spar these guys 10 minutes straight. Another guy, I'll get like 15 seconds rest, drink a little water, and then boom, right back on it. And then 15 seconds left, and then 15 seconds rest, and then boom, another fresh guy. So it was 10-minute rounds, each of these guys, and it was so intense, man. Man.
Is that something new for this camp?
Yeah, extremely new. Yeah, something new that we added because of Pacquiao's intensity and his speed, and I just gotta be cautious at all times when I fight him.
Do you like it? Do you feel like that's a training technique you might want to carry over into other fights?
Absolutely, man. It's a training technique that's great. I mean, we even trained before we sparred, man. So we were tired. You get in there and spar. I mean,
do you worry about overtraining at all?
No, because I get proper rest. I've only trained 8 weeks for this fight. I didn't train 12 weeks like I did for the first fight. I trained 12 weeks. So I'm having a solid 8 weeks. And the crazy part about the whole thing is that last week I was ready. Like I think it's 6 or 7 weeks, and I'm ready to fight, man. I can go 12 easy, dude. I was like, no problem.
Is it hard for you to get motivated for this fight, considering the fact that you feel like you won the fight, the first fight? No. Is it because it's Manny Pacquiao, or?
Oh no, it's because, dude, I didn't get any credit first time around, man. This is about for me, man. A lot of people saying a lot of things about the judges and all that stuff, and it's like, me a fighter, if I worry about the judges, come on, man, I don't worry about no judges. I don't worry about any of that. It's about basically winning the fight, man. Winning the fight for the fans and the media. As long as the fans, this time around, as long as the fans and the media say, Bradley, you won that fight, it doesn't matter what happens. That's all I want.
I overheard you say something about Manny in the conversation that you had, and he said that he was carrying you through the fight.
Basically, he didn't say carrying me. He said another word, but basically he would lighten up on me because God told him not to knock me out.
You feel like that's a bit ridiculous?
Hey, I don't know what to believe. Maybe he has an ultra sense or something. I mean, there's some people that I don't know. I don't know what he believes. Maybe he did. I don't know. Do I have something to prove? I don't feel I have anything to prove. I just feel that I have to win decisively so you guys, so the fans can say good things about me and say that, hey, Bradley won this fight. He won the fight. And so, like, the judges don't even really matter. The judges don't really matter to me. I'm not worried about the judges. I just want you guys to say, damn it, Bradley, you won the fight. You should have won the fight if something was to occur. And I'm happy with that, because then I can walk down the street and be like, I got to win over Pacquiao, regardless of what any of the judges thought. But I won, and the fans and the media and everybody seen it.
Do you feel the judges, there's something about your style that some judges don't get or can't catch? Because I thought you won your last fight handily. I thought
Yeah.
you one of your best performances against Marquez, but it was still a split decision.
Well, what happens is that it puts a lot of pressure on the judges, all this controversy and stuff, and it puts so much pressure on it. And this fight's going to be even worse. This fight's going to be even worse. It's going to put so much pressure on getting the right victor, and on these judges. And if the fights are close, the rounds are close, it's like who they give it to. They're gonna have to make a split-second decision on who they can give that round to, and that's what it boils down to, man. It's it can be human error. I mean, we're not perfect. There's bad calls all the time, but that's just the way it is. It's in sports, and it's in every sport. I think my progress comes from everything that happened to me in the past. I think that it sucked what went on in the first fight, what happened. I think that, the controversy completely made me stronger, tougher, more acceptable to what anybody say about me. Don't care what they say about me. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I've done some great things in boxing. I love my career. I love what I'm doing. I know I'm a hard worker. I've earned every right to be in this position. There's really nothing that anybody can say to me now that can affect me. And then on top of that, I learned in the Ruslan fight that, damn it, I need to listen to my corner and not go out there and think I'm Rocky or somebody and fight a stupid fight. That boxing is still an intelligent sport, and you really just can't rush in there and just think that you're gonna do whatever you want to do. And I hope Manny think he can do that. I hope Manny think he can come in there and just do and think he can do whatever he want to do, because once he gets hit upside that head, he gonna think twice about it. He gonna have a relapse.
You feel that, you mentioned that Manny has lost that drive, that killer instinct. Tell me more about that.
Well, I really didn't pay attention to it too much. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I think he's one of the best in the sports. I really, what I paid attention to was basically some of the comments from his team, some of the comments from Freddie Roach, some of the comments from his fans. I'm pretty sure you heard this. Freddie Roach said, Manny's too compassionate, with these guys, his sparring partners. He doesn't want to take them out. He doesn't want to completely dominate them. I'm sure you guys hang around the Wild Card Gym. You hear it all the time. He has said it. Some of you guys have written it. I've read it. And then in the face-off, or when I saw Manny, he basically said that he basically carried me, but not in that word saying that he carried me, but he just said that God told him not to knock me out. And I was just like, really? And that he didn't train hard for me, that he underestimated me. And during the whole first fight, it was like, he's training harder than ever. He's looking this, he's looking that. So it's just like, I don't believe a lot of the things that's said in the media. I really don't, unless it comes from the horse's mouth. He said it himself. So Freddie has said it himself. So that's why I started believing it. And I started reading blogs and stuff from his fans saying that, Manny needs to retire. He's not the same. I've never really seen him bag up in a fight, and I was like, damn, I really haven't either. And then in the Rios fight, he took a step back in the last round when he was trying to go out, and he should have went out and tried to take him out because he's Manny. And then I go back and I'm like, okay, I should start going back and tracing history. And a lot of people saying, well, you offended them when you said when was the last time he knocked somebody out. And I was like, well, when was the last time he knocked somebody? I mean, he's been fighting great opposition, top opposition, but when? And they said, well, Bradley, when the heck do you knock somebody out? Well, that's not me. That's not my MO. I'm not a knockout artist. He's the knockout machine, And so if I pissed anybody off, I shouldn't have. Because if you get pissed off, then you have to somewhat believe it.
Tim, 2 years ago, most people didn't believe that you belong in the ring with Pacquiao. 2 years now, you talk like he doesn't belong in the ring with you. Is that the way you feel?
It's not like that he doesn't belong in the ring with me. I just feel like it's my time. I feel Pacquiao's a tremendous fighter. I feel that, you know, he's still one of the best in the business, even though when he got knocked out, everybody was like, well, you think he's gonna bounce? I'm like, yeah, he's gonna bounce back. He's a fighter. He's gonna bounce back. He's a lot of heart. He wouldn't be where he's at if he didn't have heart. But I just feel that my confidence level, the fact that I had a great 2013, the fact that I know myself a lot more than I have, you know, in the past. I mean, I just feel that I'm just a lot more ahead of the game now than I was 2 years ago. That's
You're
all.
now in the prime of your career.
Yep.
And the very peak of it.
Yep.
And he's sort of going out the other way.
Well, he's 36 years old now, and he's been in tremendous amount of wars. What he has over like 60 or 70 fights. I mean, he's fought everybody.
Yeah. So it has to speak volumes to you to win this fight.
That's it. It's the only thing that matters. So, you know, I've said over and over to my team, I said, this fight is the only fight that I care about in my whole career. I don't never have to lace up another pair of gloves again if I didn't choose to do it, if I didn't want to do it after I win this fight. And because it's that important to me. And it's a must-win fight for me. I have to win this fight. I'm going to win this fight. And anything after that is just gravy. Anything after this is just gravy. Just icing on the cake for me, man. This is the top of me. Manny Pacquiao has done so much in the sport of boxing. He's a living legend, still fighting. And to beat a guy like him and to get the fans' approval, to get the world's approval, I mean, that's good enough for me, man. That, hey, Bradley beat him. He's a true fighter. He's a true champion. One hell of a team he has. Congratulations to Tim Bradley.